let's start with the women's 400 because, like I said before, I'm assuming Felix is going to run this event. I know other people have said differently, but I'm choosing to just go with my gut in terms of what she's doing, and I think she's going to run this race. The top two women this year in the United States, Athing Mu and Shamir Little, are not entered in the 400, which leaves Conera Hayes' 49.92 as the fastest time by an American this year. Then you have Irby at 50.29, Ellis at 50.3, Jessica Beard 50.38, and then Felix at 50.68. Now, there's some people, when you look at the entry times, though, like Phyllis Francis is 49.6, but they haven't run that fast this year. Wadlin Jonathan's fourth at the World Championships in 2019, but she's hasn't broken 51 seconds this year. Before I make my pick, what other factors do you think should be weighed here in the women's quarter?
So I think the big factors are some of those top times in the entries are kind of weird, right? Conera Hayes, who I kind of doubted earlier in the year, and then she ran a 49. I was like, oh, okay. But after she ran that 49, she hasn't run since. So why don't you run for the past 2 months? It could be dealing with the nagging injury. And then someone like Phyllis Francis hasn't yet to break 52 seconds. Waylon Jonathan hasn't run as well as her PB says that she has run. A bunch of people scratched, like Kaylin Roberts scratched. Who else scratched? There's another top athlete that scratched. I have it off the top of my head. It's all right. I can't remember. But anyway.
Shakima Wembley.
Yeah, Shakima Wembley. And then you mentioned that Allyson Felix might not run it. Where are you hearing that?
I mean, just it's mentioned every broadcast, basically on NBC, that she's going to be focused on the 200 this year. But I've heard from other people that she's going to run both that have talked to
what
people.
Events first?
The quarter in the first 4 days and then the 200 in the second 4 days. And that's why it doesn't make any sense why she would not run the quarter, miss a chance to make the relay team. And we just talked about that women's 200. So in the 200, just to go back a little bit, you have Richardson obviously there, who if she runs, she's going to be the favorite. You have Sturgis, who just ran 22-1, and then you have Gabby Thomas, who beat her at Mount Sac, versus the 400, where all year I was saying, hey, I think she's going to have a shot in this if nobody else emerges and the NCAA doesn't produce somebody out of nowhere. Well, the NCAA produced an insane time. The good news for Allyson Felix is she's not running the 400. So
she ain't going to be here anymore.
Yeah. To quote Magic Johnson, big track fan, by the way. Gosh, can we do more stories on Magic Johnson's tweet? I don't think we covered that enough. Anyway, so Mo's not going to be there. So then you look at the NCAA athletes, right? And then the next best person or the runner-up NCAA is Talitha Diggs, 50.74. Well, obviously Allyson Felix can handle the 50.74. That's a different world than someone running 49.5. So I'm putting her on the team. I'm putting her obviously in this top three. I'm not sure if she's going to win, but I feel good about her. I feel good about Irby, and I'm going to pick, that last spot. That last spot is where it gets tricky. Is Francis going to be able to get back on track? Same thing with Jonathan. I'm going to go Jessica Beard for that third spot. So Irby, Felix, Beard.
That's an interesting.
Not the team you would have had last year.
Not the team you would have last year. One person that is kind of overlooked is Shea Anderson, UCLA athlete. She split 49.9 in the 4x4 at NCAAs. 49.9s don't grow on trees. Now, I'm not saying that's enough for her to put together 3 rounds in the 400. She's also coming back to run the 400 hurdles, so she's going to have a lot of running underneath her belt. But I think she could be a sneaky pick for a top 3 spot if someone falters. I do think Shea Anderson will be top 6. Waylon Jonathan is also a sleeper because she just hasn't run the 49-second runner that she is. But I'm going with Irby for the win, Ellis number 2, and can't believe I'm doing this. I'm picking Allyson Felix in 3rd. So I went from
I thought
saying
you were going to
she's.
go the other way. I thought you were going to go the other way here, and I was about to hang
You
up.
thought?
I thought you were going
So
to
yeah,
put
I'm
her
going.
off the team again after your big apology a couple weeks ago. I thought that's what you were going to do. I thought you were going to full circle.
No, so here's the thing. I get the best of both worlds because I'm going to pick her, and then if she makes a team, well, everything's good. But then if she doesn't make it, then I can be like, I told you so.
Okay, listen.
So I
Here's the
get the
thing.
best of both worlds.
No, that's not allowed. You look at the entries, right, for this meet. She's her seed is 6th.
Yeah.
Ahead of her though is Francis, whose time comes from
Which is
way
in
back
real
when.
time. Yeah. And Jonathan,
If
which
you
is in real time.
Well, Jonathan is entered at 51, which is kind of
Okay.
weird that she's entered at 51 and Francis is at 49.6. Regardless, Felix is going to outperform her seed when it comes time for the championship. I think it's fair to say. I think if it was a situation where she was seeded 10th, then this conversation would have more merit to it. But she's going to have, if she comes in as the 5th seed based on marks this year, which like if you take out Mo, you take out Little, you got Hayes, Irby, Ellis, Beard, and she beat Beard this year. I just think you put Allyson Felix in a championship setting, she's going to be fine.
Hey man, I have her third. You're going Irby Felix Beard, and I'm going Irby Ellis Felix. 400 men. The event that we thought we had 2 locks in, now we only have
Yes.
1. No Fred Curley. Can't believe this is happening, but this is what Fred Curley does. He's going to be on the 100-meter team. He's going to be on the 4x1 instead of the 4x4. Maybe he'll still be on the 4x4. Hopefully he makes the 100 team so he can, or maybe he will get like 6th in the 100, and so he's on the 4x1, and then he can also be on the 4x4 and on the mixed 4x4. So he could get 6th in the 100. He can run a total of 300 meters at the trials, right? Because it's 3 rounds, right? Is it 3 rounds? He can run 300 meters total at the trials and then be eligible to be on 3 gold-winning relays.
He just becomes the utility relay runner.
Utility man.
He's just plugging in the spot. He's the ultimate glue guy out there. I like that. I think this one's easy. Men's 400. I think it's easy. I think it's Norman. I think it's Ross. I think it's Cherry. Seal that.
Cherry.
Put it in the bank. Those are the 3 going to Tokyo.
Why so confident in Cherry?
Got a PB this year. I think he's got a good experience, a combo, of experience and still improving. And I don't think you don't need to run 44-1 to make the team this year. And he got that 44-37. I think he'll be good throughout the rounds. He's done this a bunch of times. And Ross, 43.85 last week. I don't know if he'll match that, but again, he could slow down and still make the team. So Norman, Ross, Cherry, put that one in the bank.
Okay, hear me out. Multi-time team maker, has won multiple medals. LaShawn Merritt. What are your thoughts?
It's a great story. He's been running for decades. I think if he gets to the final, it would be an amazing accomplishment. But I mean, Cherry's, again, like I said, 44-37 this year, 44-74, 26 years old. I mean, look at like 2019, he was 6th at this meet. 2017, he was 6th at the meet. 2016, he made the semis. I mean, he's done this before. And I think in a year where there's that extra open spot, I think he takes advantage of it.
Yeah. I wasn't being serious about Merritt. I wasn't letting you use Merritt to juxtapose Cherry's potential of making a team.
Well, I don't know.
But yeah, I think it's funny that Merritt's in this race. Gil Roberts, who hasn't run it all year, has an auto entry because he finished top 3. And 20, I think, or something like that. He's qualified. There's some other guys who have been in the mix but haven't really had that great of a season. Will London, he's made a team. Kamari Montgomery, Nathan Strother, Justin Robinson, he's the high school kid. And then you have the college kids. The FloTrack rankings, he's out of high school. Yeah, sure. He's a fresh. I keep on thinking it's 2019. That's my problem. The FloTrack rankings go Norman, Ross, then Noah Williams, Bryce Deadman, Trevor Stewart, Michael Cherry, Vernon Norwood, Elijah Godwin. I believe in Norman and Ross. I think Williams.
Oh, you're gonna pick Williams?
I'm going to pick Williams. So I'm going Norman. I think Williams gets second, and then Ross gets third. So okay. Norman, Williams, and Ross. So I went from putting Williams and Felix out in the pasture to now having them both in Tokyo on my 400-meter team.
The college group here is strong because the college group is always strong in this event. And you have Deadman, Williams, Stewart, and Ross, and I guess Godwin in there as well too. And then the veteran group, you'd have Montgomery, Strother, Cherry, Norwood, and London. And then you have Norman again as the one who's going to be a lock to make the team. But I mean, I like your picks. I could see Noah Williams doing well, but I feel strongly that Cherry's going to come up with a big race when he needs to and at least match his season best. I think that will be enough.